Warner.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that introduction, Coach. It's always great to be here. I want to start by recognizing that beautiful woman that I just left down there, my wife Brenda. I can say without a doubt that there's no chance that I would be here or nearly the person that I am without her by my side. So I thank you for that. Also, back to yes, give her a round of applause. Say hello to my daughter, who's way back in the back somewhere. She got to come with me for the first time, so love having her here. It's humbling to have 7 children, I tell you. And when we were getting ready today, I heard her talking with her mom, and I heard her over say, "Do they really ask her to come? Like, all those other people are way more famous than him." I appreciate that, honey. But it's been amazing. It was about 10 years ago when we came to Celebrity Fight Night for the first time. And, you know, we had heard all the hoopla about Celebrity Fight Night, all the people that were going to be there, who's who, as far as actors and entertainers and athletes. And when we showed up, there was no question that it lived up to the billing. And I remember a couple gentlemen getting up here and receiving these awards. And I remember thinking to myself, being naive at the time and understanding how charities work a lot of times, I remember thinking, you know, they just taking the biggest names of that year and giving them awards so they'll show up and, you know, a bunch of people will show up in the room and they'll be able to raise a lot of money. I couldn't tell you that I couldn't have been farther from the truth. You know, I've been so fortunate over the last 10 years to get a chance to know Lonnie and Muhammad and Jimmy and Nancy, to find out the kind of people that they are, to find out that they have a love and a hope for humanity that's extremely rare, and to understand that these awards they give out is because they understand the need for tremendous leadership in our country, for our children, for society as a whole. You know, most of you know that I'm a man of faith, and whenever I have to look for some direction on anything, the first one I'm going to look to is Jesus. And so when it comes to leadership, I'm not sure, well, I am sure that there's not a greater leader there's ever been than Jesus. And in following him, I've come to realize 2 things about leadership. 2 characteristics that I think are displayed in every great leader. And the first one is a pursuit of excellence. You know, when I look at the life of Jesus, I see a man that loved with all his heart. I see a man that served with everything that he had in him. I see a man that prayed, and when he prayed fervently. I see a man who, when he gave everything, including his life. That he pursued excellence in everything that he did. And I think that's one characteristic of a great leader. But I think there's a second thing as well. And that second thing is that they don't do it to gain recognition for themselves. That every great leader lives to be excellent, to inspire the people around them. And you can just see in Jesus' life that that's his whole goal, was that he never took it upon himself, look at me. He was always trying to inspire other people to live a life in accordance with him. You know, I look at our society now and I think we've got a lot of one or the other. We've got a lot of people that are excellent, that pursue excellence in whatever field they may be in, but they do it for their own gratification. And then there's plenty of others that, you know, want to inspire and will take on those roles, but don't necessarily live the life that lives up to the responsibility that is of being a leader, especially with our children in this day and age. And what I've come to find out is it's a rare breed when you can find those 2 things together. But what I also know is that over the 10 years that I've been a part of this, that I've got a chance to watch these 4 people and the way that they live their life. And I can honestly tell you that I haven't met very many, but there's 4 people right here, in Nancy and Jimmy and Lonnie and Muhammad, that have both of those qualities. That they pursue excellence in all that they do, and they look to inspire people with their lives. You know, I've heard so many stories about Muhammad and Lonnie and things that, that they've experienced. I've heard a number of stories about how they've gone into arenas that have been filled up for, whether it be basketball games or football games or whatever, other activity was going on there. And when they walk in, the whole place stops and stands up and gives him a standing ovation. And I think, wow, that's amazing. The other night we were at the Billy Joel concert, and Billy Joel stopped. Obviously a 59-year-old music icon, he stopped and he said, this one goes out to Muhammad. He's one of my heroes. Last night we got a chance to see little Ethan, who wrote a song about the champ. A 7-year-old young man who read a book, heard about him from his grandfather, and wrote a song about the champ. And, my wife and I, we still sometimes, we go away from, these events and we go, man, how does this work? How do they have that kind of impact on so many people? And that's all I can come back to is I lead my life, I follow Jesus, and I think he sets the perfect example. But the goal for all of us has to be to pursue excellence and to live to inspire the people around us. And I tell you what, that's what this award, why it's so special to me, is because that's what I'm seeking after. That's what I want to be, that's what I want to try to become. But this man right here, this woman, they've achieved that. The following that they have, the legacy that they're going to leave is incredible. And I just pray that, that when it's all said and done for me, that I can just have a little piece of the same type of impact that they've had on so many different people. So I want you guys to know that you guys inspire me. You guys inspire me to want to be a greater leader. And I accept this award in that vein because I know this is what you guys epitomize. But I hope all of you out there, with what I've said, you understand that this night is bigger than a charity event, bigger than a who's who with athletes and actors, bigger than a disease that we're fighting so hard to conquer. But this is about individuals that are trying to impact the world around them. And it's a special evening, and I hope that you understand that when you leave here, and it makes you want to try a little bit harder to accomplish those same two things. I appreciate it. God bless you guys.